right, it is just 6:05. I'm calling this meeting of the organizational meeting of the Village Board of Trustees of the Village of Southampton to order. Please all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you all very much. We think our village attorney will be joining maybe by Zoom in a little bit. She is in transit coming back from a legal conference upstate, municipal legal conference. But at this time, we will go to mayoral appointments, and I'm asking the village administrator to please go through those, please, at this time.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, fellow Board of Trustees. We have several mayoral appointments this evening. I'm going to start with number 1. Mayor Manger announces his appointment of Deputy Mayor for a 1-year term ending June 30th, 2025, Trustee Leonard Zinanti.
I'll make the motion.
Second. Congratulations.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 2,
Thank you. May I?
please.
Thank you, Mayor Manger and my colleagues on the board for this important appointment. The vision of the village's future fiscal, physical, and social sustainability that you have heard me speak about so often can only be achieved by dedication and hard work. I accept this role as Deputy Mayor with the full commitment of my time and effort to see our common goals achieved. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Number 2, resolved, the mayor appoints and requests a motion for the Board of Trustees to approve the following appointment for a 1-year term ending June 30th, 2025. Village Attorney Eileen Powers.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
Number 3, resolved, the mayor appoints and requests a motion for the Board of Trustees to approve the following village clerk's appointments for a 1-year term ending June 30th, 2025. Village Clerk Kathy Sweeney. Deputy Village Clerk Cameron Pace. Registrar Mylene Michelle Guerrera. Assistant to the Mayor, Deputy Registrar Karen Bontempo.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 4, resolved, the mayor appoints and requests a motion for the Board of Trustees to approve the following Treasurer's Department appointments for a 1-year term ending June 30th, 2025. Treasurer Julie Krudop. Deputy Treasurer Kelly Crackey. Treasury Management Supervisor, Payroll Supervisor Aaron King.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 5, resolved, the mayor appoints and requests a motion for the Board of Trustees to approve the following appointments for the 1-year term ending June 30th, 2025. Village Assessor William McCoy. Architectural Consultant Arthur Frazier.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 6, resolved, the mayor appoints and requests a motion for the Board of Trustees to approve the following chairs of appointed boards for a 1-year term ending June 30th, 2025. Board of Architectural Review and Historic Preservation, Mark McIntyre. Planning Board, Mark London.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Discussion. The other board, the Zoning Board of Appeals, we actually did last month, and so that will be Luke Farron. He's moving up from a regular member to the chair of that board, but that was taken care at the previous meeting of the board. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 7, Mayor Manger respectfully requests a motion to approve the following committee and department designations for a term ending on June 30th, 2025. Committee Liaisons, Budget and Finance, Trustee Deputy Mayor Leonard Zinanti. Senior Citizens Affairs, Trustee Robin Brown. Youth Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Trustee Robin Brown. Safety, Trustee Robin Brown, and Trustee Edward Simeone. Sewer District Task Force, Mayor William Manger and Trustee Leonard Zinanti. Business Revitalization, Trustee Roy Stevenson. Environmental and Sustainability, Trustee Robin Brown and Trustee Leonard Zinanti. SURF, Trustee Robin Brown. Tree Committee, Trustee and Deputy Mayor Leonard Zinanti.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Department liaisons. Police Board of Trustees. Mayor William Manger will serve as police commissioner per New York State Village Law 4-400. Justice Court Trustee Edward Simeoni. Building Trustee Leonard Zananti. Fire Trustee Roy Stevenson. Ambulance Trustee Roy Stevenson. Ocean Rescue Trustee Roy Stevenson. Cooper's Beach Trustee Robin Brown. And Public Works Mayor William Manger.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Discussion?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor and fellow board members. I'd like to address the resolution regarding the appointment of trustees to various liaison positions. While I am honored to be appointed as liaison to the Justice Court, a role I will take extremely seriously and work very hard at, and as a co-liaison to another committee, it seems there may be an opportunity for me to contribute more broadly. I would be privileged to be appointed to fulfill the vacancy in the Public Works Department. I believe I can be a strong advocate for this department, which plays a critical role in our village. I am dedicated to working hard and collaborating with all its members. I believe that I can effectively serve and advocate for our residents and employees at DPW. I thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Trustee Simeoni. At this point, I built a working relationship with our head of DPW supervisor, and so I would like to actually continue to work with him at least through this next year.
Thank you. I appreciate your consideration, though.
Yes. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No,
Okay,
not
okay.
opposed.
Next.
Number 8, resolved, the Board of Trustees approves Mayor Manger's motion to appoint Trustee Edward Simeoni as liaison for the Southampton Cultural Center.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 9, resolved, the Mayor and the Board of Trustees hereby accepts the resignation of Deborah Edwards from the Planning Board, effective July 16th, 2024.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion. She's the wife of Father Patrick Edwards of St. John's Episcopal Church on South Main Street. He has been called back to Louisiana. Therefore, they will be departing Southampton. And because of that, she has tendered her resignation. She would like to attend the one last meeting in the first half of this month. So I have agreed to accept her resignation effective on July 16th. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 10, Mayor Manger appoints and requests a motion for the Board of Trustees to approve the following Land Use Board positions. Planning Board, Amanda Grove Holman, with a term expiring June 30th, 2029. Hannah Abrams, with a term commencing June 16th,
No, July.
July 16th, 2024, and expiring June 30th, 2025. Vice Deborah Edwards. Board of Architectural and Historic Preservation, Kathy Buxton, with a term expiring June 30th, 2026. Vice Jeffrey Broadleib. Zoning Board of Appeals, Carol Zahakaris, with a term expiring June 30th, 2029. Vice Julia McCormick.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're going to move on to suggested resolutions. And I am going to make a change to this resolution because it has not been finalized who will be the consultant for the planning for the village board. But I will read the rest of the resolution and ask the board to confirm that. Whereas the Village of Southampton Board of Trustees issued a request for a proposal for consulting and engineering services for the village boards and departments, and whereas the Village Board of Trustees appointed a committee consisting of the village administrator, Anthony Carter, Senior Building Inspector, Christopher Talbot, Superintendent of Public Works, Stephen Phillips Jr., Planning Commission member Michael Anderson, and Zoning Board of Appeals member Luke Farron to review the proposals and make a recommendation to the village mayor and board. Now therefore, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the RFP committee, the mayor hereby appoints the following firms as the Village of Southampton's professional consultants in the areas specified: Planning and Zoning Boards, H2M Architects and Engineers, SWIP and Stormwater Pollution Prevention Plan and MS4, NPV, Nelson, Pope, and Voorhees. Building, Structural and Historic, Steward Preservation Services, Drainage Projects, LKMA, LK McLean Associates, Engineer and Surveyors, Traffic and Parking, VHB, Vanas Hangen Brustlin Incorporated, DEC Permitting, H2M Architects and Engineers. So I will make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And just to let you know, this was quite a process. I decided it was time for us to look at other firms to provide these services to the village. Some may have remembered that Nelson Pope and Voorhees had a lot of work that they've done in the village since, I think, 2006. But we went through this process of an RFP. The 5-member team that was assembled to review the applications based on their abilities as well as price point to the village has made these recommendations. And so at this time, I'd like to accept all of these. So all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Number 2, resolve the Village Board of Trustees meetings will, unless otherwise announced, be held at 6 p.m. in the Village Boardroom as follows. Public session meeting, second Thursday of each month. Work session meeting, second Tuesday following the monthly public session meeting. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Who is this one?
Anthony.
Actually, if I may have discussion on
Sure.
this, I would like to propose an amendment to this resolution that the second board meeting, known as the work session meeting, include public comment at the beginning of the meeting. This practice was done for many years and should be reinstated. I understand that work sessions are intended to be more collaborative, but this should not limit our community engagement or our residents' ability to speak to us. Listening to our residents is the most important thing we can do. Hearing their voices is crucial. The more we listen, the better we can serve our community. This is a fundamental testament to our commitment as elected officials. Therefore, the resolution should be amended to add a clause that the meeting on the second Tuesday include public discussion at the beginning. Eileen Powers, a village attorney, could help us amend this resolution if the board agrees to it.
Well, we have a public meeting once a month, and then we have the work session, usually when we have a presentation made by an outside consultant or somebody that really is for the board to have a dialogue with. The public is obviously welcome. They can certainly comment at the next meeting. I think I don't know. I think that it seems to be working quite well, but I'd ask my other fellow board members what their thoughts are.
My thought would be we appreciate your comment, and I think that we should give it consideration. I don't think this is a time, but I will say that the structure has been working well. It keeps it refined as far as when our residents are coming in. They always have the ability to submit anything in documentation, and it is submitted into public record by our village administrator. We then can follow up also by comment. So our residents are always welcome. And just for a smooth transition, it has been working well for it to run efficiently and smoothly and not such a long time frame. But we do appreciate your comment. And thank you.
Thank you for your feedback. I understand there may be concerns about the logistics or potential disruptions of including public comment at the beginning of our work sessions meetings. However, I firmly believe that fostering open communication with our residents is essential. If we are to govern effectively, we must prioritize their input and make it as accessible as possible. If the board is not inclined to support this amendment today, I would like to suggest a compromise. Perhaps we could pilot this approach for a few months to gauge the impact and effectiveness. This way, we can gather data and feedback from both the public and board members to make a more informed decision. Our goal should always be to enhance, not restrict public engagement. Ultimately, our residents' voices are invaluable to our decision-making process. I hope we can find a way to incorporate their input more effectively into our meeting. And in the past, there was public comment both at the work session and at the public
No, I
session.
didn't dispute that. I was just saying the flow of the operation.
I'd simply like to say that the meetings are not the only opportunity for the public to express their views. I receive comments nearly every day from various members of the community with concerns, ideas, suggestions, criticisms, etc. So I think government is better when people get involved. The ability to contact me is, and all of the board members, we all have email. We all answer them very quickly. So I look forward to hearing everybody's concerns, and I don't think we need to have additional opportunity than we already have. But thank you for your suggestion.
Okay, so at this point, though, let's just go with what we have here. All in favor? Aye. Okay,
You're opposed.
No, I'm not opposed.
okay.
Anthony.
Next, Anthony.
Brings us to number 3. Resolve, the Board of Trustees approve the following special counsel for 2024-2025. Law Office of Vince Toomey, Labor Counsel. Bond Counsel, Robert Smith, Partner, Hawkins, Delafield and Wood, LLP. Financial Advisor, Munistat Services, Inc. Alice Cooley, Attorney for the BARHP. John Borquin, Egan and Golden, LLP, Attorney for the Planning Board. Brian Stoller, Attorney for the ZBA. Keen and Bean, Special Labor Counsel.
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ed, we were going to ask you to do this one.
Number 4.
Oh, yes.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Resolved, the recording secretaries for the Zoning Board of Appeals, Planning Board, and Board of Architectural Review and Historic Preservation will be paid $260 per meeting.
All in favor? Or so moved?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Number 5, resolve, the Board of Trustees approves the following list of Southampton Village committees with the term expiring June 30th, 2025. And Mr. Mayor,
I don't think we have to read all the names, but maybe just the various committee titles.
can I just, with your permission,
Yeah.
these people work hard. They hardly ever get any acknowledgement. I think it would be great to go through it. I'll do it.
All right,
quickly.
please,
happy to do it
by
quickly.
all means, Trustee Stevenson.
Budget and Finance Committee, Trustee Liaison Leonard Zananti. Edward Moneypenny, Jim McNaughton, John Steinhardt, Glenn Halsey, and Gina Aresta. Senior Citizens Affairs Committee, Trustee Robin Brown, Georgette Chapek, Kathy Cruikshank, Laura Davini, Lisa Varadian, Meryl Lieberman, and Melissa Sutter. Youth Diversity and Inclusion Committee, Trustee Liaison Robin Brown, Gerald Martin, Sandra Dozier, and Molly Bishop. Safety Committee, Trustee Liaisons Robin Brown and Edward Simeone. This committee includes department heads, including the police chief, the insurance representative, the village administrator, the human resource representative, the fire chief, the ambulance chief, and the ocean rescue chief. Sewer District Task Force, liaisons, Mayor William Manger and Trustee Leonard Zananti. Paul Travis, Chairman, Anthony Carter, Village Administrator, Stephen Phillips, Superintendent of the Department of Public Works, Anna Bishop Rachel, Ed Moneypenny, Robert Varadian, and Janice Shearer. Business Revitalization Committee, Trustee Liaison, myself, Nancy Kane, Eldon Scott, John Betts, Jeannie Strulis, and Bessem Kudkaj.
Kuchak. Yeah.
The Environmental and Sustainability
Actually,
Committee.
wait, you missed Dee Dee Moan and Jeff
Jeannie
Hall.
Moan and Jeff Hall, excuse me, yes. Sorry about that. Environmental and Sustainability Committee, Trustee Liaisons Robin Brown and Leonard Zananti, Robert Coburn, co-chair, Sheila Pfeiffer, co-chair, Victoria Elenowitz, John Halsey from the Peconic Land Trust, and Scott Rose. The Surf Committee, Trustee Liaison Robin Brown, Francis Adamsecki, Steve Delaney, Luca Connor, Henry Hildreth, Miles Bruceleri, Chris Probat, Vince McGann, Jim Williams. And finally, the Tree Committee, Trustee Liaison Leonard Zananti, Peter Grealish, Department of Public Works Superintendent, and Anthony Piazza. So moved.
Excellent. Second, all in favor?
Discussion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor and fellow trustees. I would like to address the resolution at hand regarding the addition of Gina Resta on the Budget and Finance Committee and the removal of Rosemary Dios. In the most recent election, the voters of Southampton Village sent a clear message. They voted not only for a new leadership, but a good government, transparency, and an end to political patronage. Many in our community felt that their voices were not being heard, and they came out in significant numbers to express their desire for change. The Budget and Finance Committee holds a significant responsibilities, particularly as it relates to managing the village's $36 million budget. In addition, I wanted to add that moving forward, this committee should operate transparently, with all meetings open to the public and accessible for residents to observe, both in person and remotely. It is crucial that we maintain trust and transparency in how we manage public funds. Rosemary Dias has served the community with distinction. She is a local year-round resident and accomplished financial services professional, a certified financial planner, and a dedicated volunteer on various boards. Her contributions to the Budget and Finance Committee have been invaluable. Instead of recognizing her excellent service, this resolution seeks to replace her and appoint Gina Resta, who just lost a recent election. This decision goes against the very message that our voters delivered. Our community expressed their dissatisfaction with the current direction of the village, and it is our duty to honor that sentiment. Replacing a well-qualified and dedicated individual like Rosemary with someone who was recently voted out undermines the trust and confidence of our residents. It signals a return to political patronage, which is precisely what the voters rejected. That said, I want to acknowledge and thank Gina Resta for her service. She served 2 terms, dedicating 4 years of hard work to our village, and her efforts are appreciated. However, as trustee, our responsibility is to make decisions in the best interest of the entire community, not to prioritize political alliances. Therefore, I cannot support this specific resolution. It is not the right time, nor does it set the right example for our community. We should be embracing qualified residents who contribute positively, not removing them for political reasons. I urge my fellow board members to vote against this resolution. While Gina has experience with budgets, the recent election results and the removal of a highly qualified individual do not make sense at this moment. Let's respect the will of our voters and ensure that our actions reflect their desire for transparent, accountable, and inclusive government.
If I may respond.
Sure.
Having been the chair of that committee for 4 years, Rose Diaz was a great contributor, and she did serve on the committee for 5 years, as did Dane Neller. And I think the mayor, in his wisdom, thought it would be good to introduce new citizens to the Budget and Finance Committee. The mission of the Budget and Finance Committee is advisory. There is no management role in terms of shaping the village budget. The village Budget and Finance Committee helps the Board of Trustees and the mayor in framing the budget and administering the budget as issues come up. Additionally, the Budget and Finance Committee had voted repeatedly to keep its deliberations private because a number of issues arise that include employees and personal information. So that is the reason that the Budget and Finance Committee has voted to keep its deliberations private. So I just wanted to clarify the record so that you understand the role of the Budget and Finance Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Len. I appreciate your sentiment and fully acknowledge Gina's arrest experience and contributions to our village, particularly her prior roles in the Budget and Finance Committee. My comments are in no way discounting her service or her capabilities. However, my vote on this matter is guided by the sentiments reflected in the recent election. The key theme I heard from many village residents was feeling that their voices were not being heard. They expressed a desire for change and more inclusive and transparent government. The election results underscored this sentiment. Village residents were clear in their opposition to a 5-0 majority that did not reflect their diverse views and concerns. To turn around in a first meeting post-election and appoint someone who was part of the 5-0 majority and who just lost the election does not align with the overall sentiments of our community. Again, I thank Gina for her dedicated service to the village and appreciate her hard work. We must do what is right and respect the will of our residents. It is crucial that we listen to their voices and make decisions that reflect their desires for a more transparent and accountable government. I urge everyone on this board to take notice of the community's call for change and act in a way that honors their voices. Thank you.
I'd like to make a comment. Thank you for your opinion. We appreciate that. This is truly a board of transparency and listening. At this time, I'm going to be completely transparent, and our legal is not here at this time. So I suggest that we would table this till we are all better advised by legal. And again, I do thank you, trustee, for your comment.
Thank you.
Roy, do you want to say anything? I don't think there's a legal question here, and I don't think because someone lost an election, they should be banished from participating in village government. That's not inclusive. So with that being said, I would like to still move forward with this. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Yes.
All in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
No for the Budget and Finance Committee.
Number 6, resolve that the treasurer shall deposit all monies received by virtue of his or her office and is hereby authorized and directed to continue to deposit all village funds not required to satisfy immediate expenditures in interest-bearing accounts as allowed by law, and that these funds shall be deposited with the following institutions which have agreed to abide by the village investment policy and the requirements of Section 2 of the municipal law and other provisions of law relating to this subject. M&T Bank, Dime Bank, MBIA, Bank of New York class. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 7, resolve that in the absence of both the treasurer and the deputy treasurer, checks drawn on village accounts may be approved only by the signatures of the mayor and one trustee or two trustees. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye. Resolve the treasurer be and hereby is authorized to make all transfers between appropriation accounts during the fiscal year ending May 31st, 2025. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Resolved, Southampton Press is designated as the official newspaper, and Newsday is designated as the additional communication media for publication and legal notices.
So
May I have
moved.
all in favor?
Second.
Second, aye.
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 Thank you.
Number 10, resolve the Board of Trustees adopt the village investment policy for 2024-2025. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Resolve the Board of Trustees adopt the village procurement policy for the fiscal year 2024-2025. So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
And we were holding this one for you.
Resolved that official travel by village employees or officials involving a reimbursement by the village shall require prior approval by the appropriate department head or village administrator, except in the case of unforeseen requirements, in which case such travel may be approved by the mayor or, in his absence, the deputy mayor.
So moved.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we can adjourn now, or anyone wants to make any additional comments, but we also have a meeting on Thursday where we will have more time to make 4 extended comments. Oh, I'm sorry, we actually have
Thank you.
a walk-on for some additional appointments that had to be done because terms were expiring. So I'm making a motion to have one supplemental that has 2 boards involved. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Anthony?
Number 1, Mayor Manger appoints and requests a motion for the Board of Trustees to approve the following positions. Planning Commission, Jeannie Strolas, with a term expiring June 30th, 2027. Michael Anderson, with a term expiring June 30th, 2027. Ethics Board, Victoria Khan, with a term expiring June 30th, 2029.
Okay, I'll make the motion for these.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so does anyone want to have final comments now, or do you want to wait till Thursday? We can do both.
I'll make a final comment.
Oh, sure.
And I'd like to make one too.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, Bill, and my new fellow members. I want to begin by extending my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support and engagement. Serving this community is a tremendous honor, and I am committed to working diligently to ensure the success and prosperity of our village. I'm here to listen to your concerns, to collaborate with my fellow board members, and to serve all residents equally. I'm looking forward to addressing various issues, whether it be the environment and clean water, traffic, our budget, drafting and amending new local laws, and helping improve the quality of life of all village residents. I am also looking forward to working with the Justice Court, the Cultural Center, and the Safety Committee. With that said, I would like to suggest that we reinstate public comment at the second meeting of every month, and also potentially bring back the opportunity for public comment at the end of each board meeting, as was previously done for many years in Southampton Village. I believe that the more we listen to the residents, the better we can serve them. It is our duty as a Board of Trustees to be receptive to the voices of our community, and I believe that increased input, public input, will strengthen our governance. I also want to emphasize the importance of limiting executive sessions to the bare minimum. We must conduct as much of our dialogue and decision-making in the public eye as possible. Transparency is crucial, and will encourage our board to minimize closed-door meetings. In conclusion, I am dedicated to fostering a collaborative and team-oriented environment. Together, with your input and support, we can achieve great things for Southampton Village. Thank you once again for your trust and engagement. I look forward to working with all of you to make our village a better place for everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
May
you, Trustee
I
Simeone.
make a comment?
Sure, Trustee Brown.
First of all, good evening, everyone. Congratulations to our new trustee. I hope everyone had a lovely 4th of July celebration. I thank the village and all of our first responders for keeping us safe. And just a comment to my new trustee, by all means, in our executive sessions, do we keep the standard of what is legally dictated in an executive session? So please be advised of that, and you will see that to be the case because you will be joining us. So please do not make any judgmental things since you have not been in the sessions. Give us the benefit of the doubt as we extend a warm welcome to you and the benefit of the doubt. We take great pride in keeping integrity and transparency. And as we give you the opportunity, extend it to us as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee Brown. Did Trustee Zananti, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to take a moment to congratulate the appointees to the various committees and boards and to thank those who have served for their service. I'm looking forward in my new responsibilities to work collaboratively and productively with all these individuals and our village employees to achieve our goals and provide for an effective village government. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Zananti.
Mr. Mayor, I want to make this comment because it's tomorrow. I want to give a shout out to the Ocean Rescue, our wonderful Ocean Rescue group who keeps us all safe in the ocean. It's having a benefit tomorrow evening at the Southampton Arts Center. There will be a movie shown called Waterproof, which is an award-winning documentary about the East Hampton Volunteer Ocean Rescue Group, upon which the Southampton Volunteer Ocean Rescue was modeled after. And this film is about 30 minutes long and essentially explains what Ocean Rescue does for our community. There are also going to be bands, dancing, all sorts of good things. As I said, the proceeds support the Southampton Village Ocean Rescue and the Southampton Arts Center. It's $10 for members of the Southampton Arts Center, $20 for general admission. And sorry, I thought it was tomorrow, but it's Sunday, July 14th. It's not tomorrow, so I could have waited till Thursday. Anyway, it's Sunday, July 14th. And I hope everybody can go and have a good time and support our wonderful Ocean Rescue Chief Alex King, who runs an excellent job along with her board of Josh Belluri and other wonderful people who volunteer their time to support our community. Thank you.
What time is it?
I think it's
Oh, what
Trustee-
time is it? 5:30 to 7:30. The movie is at 8.
Excellent. All right, well, with that, I think we are going to call this meeting to a close. And actually, Edward, we do have an executive session coming up.
Good.
So at this point, I would like to, again, ask for a motion to close this portion of the public meeting to go into executive session for legal and contractual matters. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you all very much. The time now is 7:44. The village board is coming out of executive session where no action was taken. I am now making a motion to adjourn this meeting of the village board of trustees. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much.
Good night.